Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
It's the girl Danny, Dane the icon.
It's typical Tana.
And hey, it's your girl Lila.
Oh, you think cause she ain't stepped out in a while, cause she been handling things around the house, handling the kids, that she ain't still pressure? Oh yeah?
Oh, how's everybody feeling?
Good.
Awesome.
The church today.
Yeah, church was great.
What was the
today.
Revelations.
She's
and
hitting on them end times.
Oh God.
She-
you
I
know,
know,
made me
she
convicted
said-
several times.
She said that a lot of churches aren't preaching on the end times because they feel like it's scary, but really
It's
the
truth.
only reason you need to be scared is if you're not living right.
Yeah.
So she's just basically speaking on like the signs. Like we know where he's coming, when he comes back, and we know
What we need to do.
what we need to do, who he's coming for, like all of that. But you know, the only thing we don't know, of course, is the day and the time. But everything else is pretty much laid out, and basically just letting us know that we need to stay ready so we don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
That's scary. Was that the first time she mentioned that? Because it's like deja vu. So I can't remember. I think I went to church last week. I think he mentioned the same thing.
Probably.
That's the first time she mentioned it. Okay,
Yeah.
that was the church I went to last week. He had mentioned it. He brought Revelations and brought up how everybody, the church is so scared to talk about it
Yeah.
because it's so scary, but it's not scary because it's telling you what you need to do.
Exactly.
Oh my God, we need to get ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
scary. What's the
and
odds? There's two different churches.
Right, because we
talking about it.
literally are living in the end times. So we need to.
Like she brought up
Get ready.
Israel and all of that. You know what's going on with Israel now, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's hitting home. I brought my daughter and her friend to church too. So for me, it's like, you know, I'm focused on getting myself together and right with the Lord so he can take me into his arms. But my kids, you know, like how I'm going to instill that type of connection and maintain it so they can also be saved as well. I've been thinking about that, and I was looking at Emery like, are you listening? Like, you know, because she was on her phone, obviously.
Yeah.
But she told me she was listening and certain things spoke to her. So for me, it's kind of like, okay, it's the end of times. My loved ones and myself prepared, you know.
I thought about the same things. That kind of scares me because I didn't get like my son Christian or anything. So I'm like, dang, if the world ended tomorrow, where's he gonna go?
I know.
I don't know, because I feel like children are innocent.
Okay.
And so I feel like with children, in general, I feel like if they were to die tomorrow, because I heard before, like growing up, I think they said the age of consent
Okay.
So
is
what's the age of
typically
consent? That would be my question.
is
later.
like typically, I guess, like the age range where they understand and stuff like that. So if they feel like they want to know the Lord, they want to be baptized, and they understand, you know, why he died for us, stuff like that. Just that age where they can understand and know
Okay.
is like, I guess, the most crucial time where you know,
So
they
if
need to be listening.
so,
Not saying that if they was to die, you know, tomorrow, they
Right.
would go to hell if they up in that age. But
But
I
if
feel
they
like,
if they're able to articulate the understanding at
Right.
no matter what the age is, then
Yeah.
that would give you kind of confirmation.
I feel like that's kind of how they put it,
Okay.
or how it's put, like as
'Cause-
I was hearing it.
I mean,
I was
get
trying to
it.
get some Jordan. So I brought a little children's Bible. He needs to
That's
start reading
good.
this. The first Bible. I know. 'Cause I really want him to understand. We go to church with children's church and they talk about it. He'll come back and talk about, we talked about God and we talked about the cross, and he'll tell me like little stuff that he kind of understands to his
Yeah.
level. But I like children's churches because it teaches on his level. Because
Right.
if not, he'll be sitting on his tablet the whole time, and that's not the point. Mama's always telling me go back to the home church, and I'm like, I mean, I miss the home church, but they don't have a children's church, so I don't want him just to be sitting there with his tablet. I want him to actually get a message.
Right.
Even if it's through play at a children's church, like I want him to get some kind of church message, not just sit there on his tablet. He's not watching no Bible stories on his tablet. He's playing Roblox.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I do feel like I feel like some pastors feel like if a child is like over the age of like 12 or something like that, if you're like in middle school, high school, they feel like you need to be in actual service.
right.
Because you need to be listening and hearing.
They're at age they can keep an attention.
Exactly.
Or at least try to.
Yeah, at least try to.
Yeah. So yeah, like that's what she's talking about. I know I try to get Kendrick in it too. We don't have a children's church at our church, but he does. You know, he pays attention. He still be on his phone, but he pays attention, and he's always sending in like our family and our family messages. He's always sending something about Jesus.
Is he really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And on the way to church today, he's like, "Mommy, Jesus is Lord," and I was like, "Amen."
Yeah.
Like,
So I feel like y'all started kind of early though. He's always kind of been in church, hasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
We did it, so that's why I kind of like, you know, right.
Not bad. Thank you. I just kind of swallowed wrong as I was trying to swallow. But no, he's always been in church, of course, and then my mom being a preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always kind of been in church.
Yeah, and Joe hasn't, so it's a little different. Like,
Same with
kind of like the swimming thing. You know, they say the earlier you start, the better they'll get it. I started him swimming later. He has fear. Now he has trouble with it.
Yeah,
Same thing. Like if I would have introduced him to church earlier, he might do a little better than a regular service because he's used to it. He's not really used to it. He's at the point that he don't want to sit for nothing. So kind of thing.
No, I understand.
Kind of a little bit off topic, but I was talking to my best friend about before we came because we watched K-pop Demon Hunter. Have y'all watched that?
Yeah. Well, Emery did.
You watched it? Yeah. What y'all think about it? First of all,
I've never heard of it.
well, you haven't watched it, but
I mean, I've only.
You didn't watch it with her?
No,
Okay.
but I hear little things, and she's gone off the song. So
it's the songs. I know K-pop is that good, but I know K-pop is like really popular.
yeah.
But I never really listened to K-pop song. Well, I guess I didn't realize that K-pop song like the smooth like butter.
Yeah.
Like that. I listen to those. That's K-pop.
Yeah.
They're Korean. Little Asian group, BTS. But I was talking to my best friend because I had saw a TikTok. Well, Josan was on FaceTime with her telling her about it. And she was like, "Oh, that name kind of scares me, demon, whatever." And I told her I saw a TikTok of a woman saying you need to monitor what your children are watching because they got this show cartoon on Netflix with demon in the word in the title, and there's a song called My Idol. And listen to these lyrics, and you don't introduce that to your kids. And I was kind of like, it's just a show. But what do y'all? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like a show about demons is like nothing you want to?
I do feel like influence comes everywhere. So I do feel like there is some truth behind what you feed your kids. Even if it's not like you want to make it innocent, we just don't know how in a spiritual sense, how it affects our spirit.
Yeah.
So for me, I battle with it because realistically, it's like I'm a creative person, so I like creative things. And right now, as an adult, I can separate the fact I know I'm not a vampire, I'm not a demon, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not chasing that. But for my kids, I try to have those conversations with them, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the fence about certain things right now.
I think it's a difference between stuff that's false, like fiction versus stuff that is, real. Because I can see, like, if it's a monster, that kind of thing. But I feel like demons and spirits, like, those are real things. So, and the fact that you can listen to things, or you can, because this has nothing to do with like children, but I know when Rihanna's Rated R album came out, I used to listen to that sun up to sun down. And when I tell you I got into like a space where I was just so depressed.
Really?
Yes. Like it got to the point where I was like, I gotta stop listening to this CD because I got so down and I got so depressed and like I was so angry and like all kind of different emotions.
Yeah.
So I think it can affect like the child.
Okay.
Mentally, emotionally. And even when they was talking about that, what was it, that Momo thing? They used to, was it Momo? What do you call it, Momo?
I mean,
Some kind
Momo
of
sounds...
yeah.
Like a scary...
Yeah. Like even that and how like that would pop up on the screen and, you know, tell you to unalive yourself, hurt yourself or something like that. Like, that can really get into their minds.
Yeah. They did get into Emery's.
And so I don't play around with that kind of stuff. Like,
I just banned something for Joe Sonic.
We don't do that.
Because he was scared to go into the kitchen. So he was scared of Shin Sonic. I was like, okay, you're not watching YouTube no more. We don't ban that. Because why are you scared to go in your own kitchen? Because of a character on YouTube.
Yeah. We don't do spirits and demons and stuff like that. We don't. So like watching like Ouija.
Yeah.
And like all that type of stuff, we don't fool with like that.
And then even you don't.
Would you let him watch K-pop Demon Hunter? Probably not, because Demon's in the name.
I don't know what it's about. I would have to.
Oh, he has watched it. Oops.
Well, but I don't know what it's about, so I don't know.
It's literally.
Yeah. And I told my friend the synopsis. She's like, that movie's for you. Because I never really know. That's what it's about. So it's a girl group. They're a K-pop girl group, but they're demon hunters. So they're trying to bring their fans together and seal up something called the honeymoon, which is what banishes all the demons from Earth. So that's what they do. They do it through their music by having their fans come together. So there's like a demon ruler, like fire ruler that's trying to stop them, and there's like a K-pop boy band demons. So they go up to Earth. It's like, we're gonna go after their fans, or that's how we're gonna end them. So they go up and they become really popular, and they have to battle that.
And actually, I feel like I will let him watch that because I feel like you can switch it. Like you can combine that with like what we're supposed to be doing as Christians.
Exactly.
You can kind of tie it in to, you know, because every day we're supposed to be hunting demons. We're supposed to be getting souls to bring them into the church so that the devil can't have them. You know what I'm saying? So I would let him watch something like that. Like I would try to.
I think it was good.
Kind of intertwine that in with like what we're supposed to be doing as Christians, living life for the Lord type.
Good sign, because when I was trying to get him to sing the My Idol song, he said he only wants to sing the boy band song. He's not a girl. So I was trying to get him to sing that song. He said, no, I'm not going to sing that. I'm not a demon. That's okay. Period. That's right. You're not a demon.
Right.
I think the story behind it, you know, every cartoon has something for the adults. Like a real meaning behind it was really like fighting your own demons. Don't let them stop you from, you know, going about life. Don't let the kids, because it would be like stuff that people had going on, and they would hear the little demon ruler's voice in their ear for their insecurities, and that's what them fighting their demons. So that was what they were like using our music to help people realize that they are enough, the good in them, fight their demons, don't listen to their demons, kind of thing. So I thought it was really good. Yeah. We don't watch it like 2 or 3 times. Like the songs are bops. I'll take it. But yeah, the songs are bops. Songs are really good. I was at work with some little girls listening to music. Like I thought it was pretty good. But I thought that was an interesting take on how she took it. And she was like, I don't care if they fighting the demons, they're not my guys. So I was like, okay. I mean, I get it, and kind of like it's still a better message into it. But you let your kids watch horror movies? That was another topic in a group that I was in. They were asking about, some girl was saying she was pregnant and asking would it be okay for her to watch horror movies. I personally did when I was pregnant, and I love horror movies. I didn't watch when I was pregnant, and I don't really let him watch horror movies. But I love horror movies, so still.
I mean, I don't know what Wayne does everywhere else, but we don't really watch horror movies at home.
Yeah.
And like I would assume that his dad wouldn't let him watch it either. So
okay, good.
We don't really watch, horror movies. And I don't really watch horror movies. Like, I have, but I'm not really big on
Being
Being
scared.
scared.
being scared, you know.
I want to
I
watch
love
him when it gets to a
being
point
scared.
that he can distinguish like real life from fake, and then like what's good and what's bad. Because I don't. So impressionable at this age. It's kind of like even sometimes we playing Roblox. He's like, oh, I just oofed, I just died, and I'm like, you know, if you oof in real life, you can't just get another heart. Like,
You can't respawn.
You know, you can't respawn. You know that, right? Because I want him to know that, you know what I'm saying? Or he be like killing people in the game. Like, you know, it's bad. Like, you can't do that kind of stuff. So I kind of try to monitor why until he's at the age where he realizes like what's real and what's fake and what's good and what's wrong. But yeah, that's all I want to kind of. We done had a topic before we got to the topics.
Okay, so since we're talking about the kiddos, how were the kiddos' first day of school?
I know,
They
we
back
both got
kind of early.
kindergartners, first grade,
Yes.
high school.
Middle school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we sure did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all go first. Okay. Time was got long. Gonna be long-winded.
Well, I know my son, first day of school, he was good. He was great. When we was getting ready, he was excited. Then when he got on the bus, he started crying. So that hurt my heart. I didn't cry, but I did follow the bus.
Oh, she sure did.
All the
That's
way to
funny.
school.
You said, wow.
I fuck on that crying though. We talked about that. We said we did cry.
Right.
I was proud of us.
All the way to
But she
school.
followed the bus.
So
Did you get
yes,
out
I did.
the car?
Huh?
Did you get out the car once the bus stopped?
What you forward for?
Because I wanted to make sure he was safe, and I wanted to see who was getting on his bus.
Oh, so you was people watching.
Everything.
Okay.
You know, I saw a couple of kids. I'm like, go straight to the back. Because he sat in the first seat. I'm like, go straight to the back. Don't sit with my son. And then I did see where like two little girls got on. I think they were twins. They were cute. And I was like, y'all can sit.
They can sit with them.
Y'all can sit with him.
That's I thought about that.
And then it scares me to like him get on the bus because I feel like my son got narcolepsy. He fall asleep everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like he just falls asleep everywhere. So I get nervous when he gets on the bus because I don't want him to fall asleep on the bus and then, you know, nobody wakes him up to get off.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How's it work going to school? Does the teacher get on? I know they say in the afternoon the teacher gets on and makes sure the kids are there. Do they do that in the morning?
Yeah, so I did, and that made me feel better because once they got to the school, there was a person that got on, and made sure everybody was getting off, and I guess counting them as they was getting off.
Cause
I don't know if it was just first day.
Hope it's day, right?
But hopefully that's what they do every day. But I did see them, and I followed that bus. I sure did.
Man.
Every stop.
And
then I was like, I said, "Ooh, Jesus, this bus is flying."
Oh, was it?
I was like,
Dang.
all right now. I ain't gonna say her name on here, but I'm like, you best slow it down.
Yeah.
No, for real.
For real.
Is it an older lady though? Older lady?
No, she's like mid-age.
Mom's like an older lady.
No, she's.
I mean, she's like probably like 50, maybe.
Mm.
Maybe a little bit more comfortable. Older black lady, you know. I'm like, okay.
I mean, she was a black lady, but
She was kind of younger.
Yeah, she was kind of younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably a little bit older than me, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely or around my age. I don't really know how old.
Oh
she is,
wow!
but
Oh,
she's
that
young.
kind of. Oh, that young. Okay. I had a fail of a plan. I thought that if I put my AirPods in his backpack, I'd be able to track him. Like find my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like, what do you do if you lose your AirPods? You should be able to track him.
Yeah, you should.
No, it didn't work. I was mad. I was gonna try to make sure I knew where he was at all times.
No, that's
Wow.
weird.
I don't know. It wouldn't let me. It really, but what's the point if I find my stuff and you can't track it? It's only for the phone.
It's within a certain range,
That's
so
what I was
they have
about
to
to-
connect to each other. So right now, I'm connected to my laptop. If I leave away, it's going to say this is where the last place that it
Yes,
pinged
what it
at.
did. That's what it did. I was like, dang, I was trying to make sure he was alright, but he was alright. I made sure I tracked that bus the whole time.
Gotta get the air tags. That's all I'm saying. And don't get the Walmart ones.
I was trying to avoid that.
I thought they only work for a certain range too.
Nah, the air tags work.
I'm happy with the air tag. I was trying to find a cheap route. Air tag like $30. I was trying to find a cheap route. I was like, I got my AirPods. I can track it on my iPhone. Didn't work, but he got home safe. I was tracking that bus the whole time. I tracked the bus even when he went on the bus. I'm like, where's she at? I said, okay, make sure she where she need to be at the right time. But he did good. He didn't ride the bus in the afternoon because the bus in the morning is too early. How early compared to school does his bus come?
Lane's bus comes at 6:30.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. His was 6:13. Way too early. So I'm like, I'm just gonna take him because I don't gotta be work till 8 o'clock.
But
anyway.
he's 10 minutes away from the school.
Who?
Wayne.
Dang. Why?
Yeah.
You can give you the last stop.
Exactly.
Where they go?
He literally has to get up at 6:30.
Dang.
Well, that was the same for Irie. He was 10 minutes away from his school when he was in K, and we had to wake up around 6:20.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
I mean, not wake up.
So,
we had to be at the bus stop around 6:20.
Yeah, 6:13 was too early for me and Joe. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take you to school because you gotta be there. School starts at 7:30 anyway. I don't gotta be working till 7:45, 8. I can just take you, and then you just come, ride the bus home.
So how's the because I haven't did it yet, but how's the drop off in the morning for you?
It was good. The first day was hectic because we woke up later than we expected. His dad ended up coming, didn't know he was coming, but I already pulled off. Like, I didn't even see it was him. I had pulled off. I know he was behind me, so we had to pull over to a parking lot so they could take their pictures. And then, of course, line was a little long because it's first day. Everybody's trying to get the hang of it, and they had to get information from you. So I was almost late to work. And then, like, the main street that's on was always traffic.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of traffic, a lot of back. It was like an extra 10 minutes according to my GPS, and I like looked it up to see how far I was, if I could be able to go home before I have to go to work. It was like an extra 10-minute delay. I guess everybody was trying to figure out the first day of school. But the second time was good. We went kind of early, and he said, I was like, do you want to get breakfast? He said, no. I said, okay, well, you're going to be here early.
Right.
We got there at 6:50. The doors open till 7. Yeah. So we got there really early. So I'm like, oh, well, you'll be there kind of early. So you go to the cafeteria. You can eat if you want to. If not, you don't got to. So this week we'll try to go a little later. To be like, probably get him getting out at like 7:20. Getting there at 7:20 so he can get there right before school starts. But he said he did good. He's in the class with none of his friends. Unfortunately, his friends are all in the same class, which is crazy.
Wow, for real?
Yeah. Kendrick and my friend's son are in the same class with the same teacher. Have they met yet? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Yeah,
but okay, I will.
Ask his name, see if you can remember that name. But
he don't like telling me his friends' names.
He sure don't. You said that on the podcast before. You said on the podcast before. I forgot he don't like that. Okay, well, never mind. Maybe we'll come up with that.
I'm still asked though.
But yeah, it was good. He said he liked the bus. He was asleep the second day. They wore him out the second day. They went outside too. Did they go outside the second day? Did he say? Okay. So he said he likes it so far. He likes his teacher. He doesn't really know anybody's name, but he knows one kid's name. I was trying to ask if he was the only brown kid. He said yes originally. He said so class is peach. You know, that's what he said to non-black people. But then he ended up saying 2 kids were brown, but then he came back and said no, they were peach. So I don't know what's I don't know who to say. But he liked it so far. He was like mocking people. He had said what this little girl said and said her accent and everything was funny. But he seems to like it so far.
Good.
No complaints as of now.
Good.
So yeah, I like this era of him being in school. But I can wait to open house so I can really see what's going on.
I know, right?
Well, since they are doing kindergarten, well, I guess it don't matter because they was doing daycare before. So I was about to ask how it feel being away from them, but it don't matter.
Oh yeah. I think that was kind of helpful that he was in something else before.
Because I was anxious the whole day. The whole day of first.
Yeah, it felt like he was at daycare. It felt like he was at daycare. I did get to get off early. Well, I requested to get off early so I could get him off the bus first 2 days. That was lovely. I need to find a job that I can do that. Because getting off at like 2 o'clock to be able to look at our baby off the bus was so lovely. Now I had to go back to work. We were just chilling. But yeah, for now, Mom's going to have to get him off the bus. So I'll be at work. But
okay.
yeah, I felt like daycare. I do wish, I can't wait till they start using this app so I can do
Yeah.
it. Because they came to tell me what they was doing.
Now
Now,
rooms.
yeah.
Yes.
I need to get some alerts. What y'all doing? But my friend works in the school system. She said, just email the teacher. They love that. I said, okay. I ain't want to be that parent to be like, so what y'all doing? What's going on? Hey, da-da-da-da-da. I ain't want to be that pushy parent. But she's like, no, teachers love that. They know you're a good parent. They know that you're actually involved in your child's education. So it's okay. I'm going to email her Monday.
That's what our teacher said. Shoot, I was like, I'm an extra parent. She's like, oh, we love extra parents. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Perfect. Because, yeah, I'm like, what do y'all do? And, you know, he's at the age like, nothing. I don't know. I don't remember. So I'm like, what y'all do all day? What you learn? Like, what? I play with Legos. Okay, what else you do?
Right.
We learn the color red. Okay, what else? That's it. Okay, I know you did more than just learn about the color red and play with Legos, but okay, I'll let you have that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm eating her on Monday just to introduce myself and like, hey, how's it going? Or what can I do to help you in, you know, his education? She loves him. Like, even when we went to the meet and greet, we came in and the assistant was like, oh, what's your name? She's like, I know who that is. He knows everything. He did so good on his Brigance testing. I'm like, okay. That's a good sign that she remembers him and she, you know what I'm saying, likes him, it seems like. She's like, he's going to be my little star. That's okay. She likes my son. That's good. She's going to look out for him and she's going to treat him right.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a relief. So I do like his teacher.
Yeah.
When was y'all's orientation?
Yeah, we didn't get good. We had a meet and greet.
Right.
That
Oh,
was
it was
it.
a meet and greet?
I know. I wish we had like an orientation, like a real official. This is like
Is
a
that
meet
what
and
they're
greet.
going to do at the open house, maybe?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I know. That was probably my critique.
And it was
like, I wish
between
I
the
would've had
day. It was like during the day, and I'm like, y'all really expect me?
And they were talking about take a couple minutes to talk to the teacher. You can talk to them more at the house.
1 to 2 minutes is what they said.
But y'all had good energy when y'all met them at orientation. That's good.
That's what your littles.
Oh, you had 3.
Yeah, I had 3, but unfortunately, my little one, I didn't get to have the type of experience y'all had.
Yeah.
He was with his dad, and that was a whole thing. So, for him, my first day was his second day when I picked him up. And I asked his dad, did he take a picture? Because my whole thing is taking pictures. He did not.
Why would he not take a picture?
I guess because boys are going to be boys. I don't know. He did not.
And he's probably not going to force him either. He's not going to.
Who? Not going to force what?
His dad's not going to force him to take a picture.
I just think.
You probably didn't even ask.
Yeah, like I just
Probably
think
didn't think
he's
about
not.
it.
Yeah, he's not concerned about that. For me, it's the memories. So
Right.
my mom was just like, well, just take a picture when you take him on Tuesday. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I did ask him how his first day was. I mean, it's simple answers, but I'll be digging.
Yeah.
He ended up telling me he only has like 2 friends from his previous kindergarten. But not his best friend. His best friend's in a different class. So I'm like, oh, poor baby. And then he followed that up with, I miss kindergarten. I want to go back because he misses his kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
So, but overall, he liked it. There was no type of, weird stuff going on. As far as the other 2 kids, these are like transition moments. So I'll start with Aiden. What he noticed off rip was there's a lot of black people. It was a culture shock.
Oh, so he's not used to that. He used to be
Not from his elementary.
Okay.
It was a little bit more of that peaches. So that was his thing. But overall, he felt like it was good. He did say that, majority of the kids and the teachers was nice. He liked his English teacher because she seemed cool and, it was a good vibe in there. And he did say there was 2 girls trying to start some stuff. But what he did was, once they trying to joke on the outfits and all that stuff. This is now like in middle school and high school. That's what they all talk about. But for him, when they try to pick on him again, he just was like, "Teacher, can I move?" He moved, and then his friend followed.
Good.
So for him, he's like learning how to separate himself from certain injuries. So I was proud of him. Tony was proud of him. He had a good first 2 days. And then with Emery, that was like the tea. That's me. I was like, what happened? overall, she loved her first day. She
Good.
loved her
That's
second day.
That's good.
For her, she's been ready to go to high school. And so, and then I guess with her being involved in sports, she's already had that taste over the summer.
Yeah.
So she already knew people in that school, so she felt more comfortable. And then there's a lot of people from her middle school that goes to that school.
Yeah.
And for her, she did get a little turned around. So I'd be joking with her. She cut class. I say that, but really, she went to the wrong class.
That's
And
so
she was supposed to be in physics. It ended up in sports economics. And then when she realized she was in that class, she said, I was so embarrassed I just sat through the whole thing. They called roll and everything.
That is so, I would do the same thing.
Why did they let her stay in there?
For her, she was like, not only was she end up in the class, but the teacher itself was a basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was very drill sergeant, like, y'all gonna do like he.
I would have left.
And mind
I
you,
would have left either.
this was sophomores, juniors, and seniors. She was the only freshman, so.
Wow.
So she sat for the whole class.
So she sat for the whole class. She because it's 7 periods, and then the way lunch be working, she got a little confused. So she almost did it again, but she was like, I'm so grateful for her teacher because she kind of, this is your class you need to go to, and it helped her. So the second day she went to the right classes.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
What's their cell phone policy?
They can't have cell phones.
They have to lock them up, or can they keep them on them?
They're supposed to lock them up.
Yeah.
I know it said some schools discretion, but somebody said their school lets them keep it on, they just can't have it out. Some schools make them lock it up. Some schools make them put them in a bag, but the student keeps the bag. Some people make them turn it in at the end of the day or something. It's like different. It's like the school's discretion, how they want to enforce it.
It was a lot during the orientation. So
Yeah.
as far as the nitty gritties, I'm not particularly sure. I just know I told Emery don't be on the phone because I do not want to get an email, a phone call, nothing, and I didn't. So either they're not enforcing it just yet because it was the first 2 days, or I don't know, she's doing good with her cell phone because sometimes she'll message me during, school. But I mean, hasn't really complained about the cell phone. I'm more like some type of way with the cell phone because if I need to get in touch with my baby, I want to be able to get in touch with her right away.
Yeah.
But that's because I have trauma from her very first middle school that was on lockdown like every other day. So, I don't know.
What do you think about the policy? Being on the other side.
I mean, I think it's smart. I think it will kind of eliminate a lot of the behavior, like the fighting and like all of that stuff.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not because kids are no.
But they
was fighting on the first day.
They're not able to like record it.
Exactly.
Put it on social
that type
media,
of
that kind of thing.
problem.
I was gonna say I
that.
have seen improvement because I have my brother-in-law and then my friend I was telling you about. They go to schools that have big fighting problems. When we go see our alma mater, they always tell y'all there's a lot of big fighting problems. I asked both of them how the first day went. My brother-in-law who works at your school said it was like he was like busting like that, like it was
Okay, that's good.
And then my friend who works at the other school with fighting problems says that it was probably the best first day she's had. So I'm like, well, maybe this is a cell phone because usually there's like a whole lot of drama, a lot of fights and stuff going on. They said they have none of that first day. So maybe the cell phone policy is helping.
Her school did.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's always gonna be a fight
Right.
somewhere.
For somewhat reason.
But yeah, like having not having that. Everybody recording everything. And
passing around all day, sitting in the video, just egging it on.
Exactly.
Okay, I ain't gonna play devil's advocate.
No, please play devil's advocate.
Because yes, I do feel like the kids need less distractions, less influences on instigating certain stuff, like putting it online. But I guess it's my trust issues. What about the stuff that be happening that the kids also capture, like the teacher on kids stuff, and when they record that, because you know it's always the teacher's word versus the kid's word.
I didn't think about that.
That's what I just be. It's a new age, so and just knowing as a parent on my side who does speak up and don't feel seen or heard. That's my concern. I'm always about proof. And of course, like for me, I know my child, so things that make sense that I'm like, you do this at home, so I know you're doing it at school. But then there's also the other stuff that I need more clarity about, you know, like if something was to happen, because there was some things that happened at Emory's Middle School about like teachers being racist and saying certain things. And so for me, it's like, and then kids gossip, so it's like, that would just be like a concern on my end. How can kids prove that certain injustices are happening?
I never thought about that. I never thought about that. That's good.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I don't know.
But that's on a more older level.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they just have to be vocal. There are methods to report that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And just be
Without retaliation.
Yeah, because you can do it anonymously.
Okay.
There's a bully hotline where you can be anonymous. Then just, I guess, just like if there's an issue, like letting it be known right then and there. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like just that consistent data.
What happened to make it change? Because when we were in school, we couldn't have our phones either. We could keep it on them.
Exactly.
Like, when did it change? Was there was more lenient with phones? And like, what happened? I don't mind
Social media.
I don't mind the cell phone policy, but I don't like them locking them away or taking them from the kids. Like,
So I don't know if even with them being locked, I don't think they're like away.
okay.
So I feel like they can still have it on them. They're just like in some kind of sealed
Okay.
thing.
What do you mean by sealed?
Like a case, like some
like a
kind
case.
of
And
Like
the
a-
teacher holds on to it, or the kid?
No, I think they hold on to it.
That might be those schools. I
What's the
just
point?
know.
Put it in the case.
I just know, like, if it came to like emergencies, they said encourage your child to go to the office to call, and then for us, use your emails and stuff.
But you know what? It don't even really matter what type of case or whatever they're in because there's always a way.
Right. What's the point of a case? You keep it on you.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't.
Because like I guess they feel like it'll be harder for them to get to, or it'll be too much work for them to try to figure out how to get it open.
I do it in between class. Go to the bathroom. Go to my next class.
I don't know if it's I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
I haven't been in a
Comment down
class.
below. Let us know what your
I
school
haven't
is.
been in a class where they've done that. Like I didn't go to like a middle school or high school to that. Like the start of school, I went to elementary. I don't even know if they have that type of policy. Because I know I sent Kendrick with his phone, and it was just in his backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's actually how I track him.
It's like you jacked that. I knew you had a way. I knew it was not that easy. That's why I need to get him a phone or something. Or the AirTag. Hope that's that one nobody's. How you feel about the spray? Was it spray ground? The spray ground backpacks?
I'm not even.
What is
heard
that?
of it.
Like
Right.
the teeth?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a backpack is a backpack, honestly.
Like, so it looks a
It
certain
ain't just
type
a
of way.
backpack?
It's not the looks. It's the added effects of the back.
What's the effect?
Oh,
yeah,
what's
I
the
know
effect?
about
I don't know.
Originally, and they said that they're not, but originally a lot of them were smell proof.
And that's true. That I
know.
can see why that's a concern. Maybe, shoot, hopefully not on an elementary level, but on a middle school level, that's a concern.
Well, there was a couple elementary kids that got hospitalized because their friend brought some gummies from home, and was passing them out.
Was there commotion about that backpack?
I was thinking like the status. I was hoping it wasn't gonna make kids like encourage more like bullying. Cause I think sometimes these little status items is a good and a bad to it. Cause it's like, oh, you ain't getting no spray ground backpack. Your mom must be broke, kind of thing. That's what I was kind of worried about. Cause it's like a $90 backpack.
I ain't paying no $90.
So that's what I'm saying. My sister brought up, she had bought a Pottery Barn backpack, and those are just expensive. You just wouldn't know it because it's not like this little brand that's so known that people think when they see it, they're like, oh, you got money, you got a spray ground backpack. That's what I was concerned about with the backpack. Also, but it didn't encourage that with the kids to make them want to bully other kids for not having a spray ground backpack.
Is that more of a middle school, high school type thing? Okay. Because I was going to say, my son had a Sonic backpack. I don't know.
My child had a Minecraft that all the other kids had.
That was like $15.
Because I was wondering if y'all peeped other parents about their first day. I have, and one of it was the bullying of the outfits. Kid went to Central, I'm assuming, and I'm thinking right, and he dressed up. I thought he was cute, but he apparently a family member reached out to the mom and was like, "This kid saying that the way he's dressing is, bullying how he's dressing and giving him a hard time," and she was pissed. But then she went to her son and was like, because she immediately wanted to transfer him the first day, and then he basically was like, "I'm not worried about these kids. They don't pay me no money or whatever. I'm gonna wear the same shoes the next day." So, and for Emery, she hasn't told me about any, with the dressing. But she also be caught up in trends. She bought with her own money, but still, what's it, Kurt
Geiger, a purse, bag. What she buy? A wallet?
A purse, but it's this size.
It is a little.
It was $98.
Yeah.
I was was pissed, but yet I'm like, that's your money you wasting. But I'm like, for real.
Is it smaller than Telfar bags? No, smaller than that.
Yeah.
What did you put in there? At this point, our phones are bigger than that.
Like,
exactly.
Some cash and lip gloss.
Because the Kurt Geiger she wanted.
But she did get compliments.
I'm like, and it did what it's supposed to do.
Did y'all hear about the shooting at the bus stop on the first day?
Yes.
I did. I think they said it was a 15-year-old.
It was. I saw that probably earlier today or yesterday that they found the kid who was 15. That was
Who
scary.
did it?
Yeah,
they did it.
See, that I didn't know the details.
How do y'all feel about that, especially raising sons? Because I feel like it's getting younger and younger. So many 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds getting killing. Nowadays, I don't know what's going on, but like that scares me.
I don't know. I feel like it's gang initiation or some type of gang involvement.
Probably.
There's a lot of children that are getting a hold of guns because the parents aren't locking them up and they're just putting them wherever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's
the access is easy.
Yeah. Like,
because that was one of the main things at Emory's first middle school was them bringing weapons. But it wasn't actual guns, but it was weapons that like BB guns and all that stuff. I'm like, where are they getting it?
Do you think it's environmental, or do you think it could be in the school where they get exposed to that kind of stuff?
No, that is definitely like they getting exposed to that
at home
first, or around the neighborhood or something. It's definitely environmental. I feel.
Okay.
Like my personal opinion.
Okay. So you don't have that concern with like him being exposed to that in school, or then your kids being exposed to that at school as they get older?
I don't.
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't yet.
I hope not. Because I would love for him to go to a school with a lot more kids like him as he gets older. But it also concerns me because I don't want to be no little nipples around them. I would have to have the vetted. So I kind of wanted
if you did, the only school I would think of that have some sort of structure and discipline and keep them on is going to be an all-boys school.
Exactly. I actually have a friend that works at WEB Du Bois, and I had told him, I was like, hey, you got to stay there until my son's there, because I wouldn't be there while he's there. He said, yeah, I'll try to stay as long as I can. I would love to teach him, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But I don't know if he want to go to like an all-boys school and have to wear like, you know.
Would you make that his decision or yours?
I would take it into consideration. As he gets older, it depends into consideration. Especially if he's able to kind of voice where he might want to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love him to be around kids that look like him more often, especially when, you know, he had that situation where he wished he was Peach. So him telling me he's in the all Peach class kind of made me like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Here we go. And he told me a couple kids was not Peach. I was like, okay, good. And he came back and said, I tricked you, they were Peach. I'm like, okay. I need to get you around some kids that's brown because I don't want you back in this, you wish you were Peach, because all you're around is Peach kids kind of thing. So, it's funny that you're saying Peach.
I know.
I love it though. That's why I adopted it.
I know, it's so cute when he said, he's like, yeah, they're Peach. He said, yeah, and she was Peach. And I was like, okay. That's one of those, you know, I'm trying to get him into that loving skin he's in. So it's helpful when he's around other kids like him. But that just makes me know I got to keep him around kids. That's why I was going to sign him up for this flag football team. I decided against it because I know he's going to be around a lot of people. He's in it right now. Okay, it was the one that was going to continue. Like, it starts like in 2 weeks maybe. Okay. It starts like next week. Just to him to continue doing flag football. But I feel like he's going to be around a lot of Peach kids. And I need him around some kids that looks like him. Plus, he's already going to be in basketball and soccer too. So. Yeah. It's okay to put a pause on flag football. Hopefully we can do tackle football next year. I'm kind of thinking about what place I want to sign him up at because I want to be around kids that look like him.
I think just experiencing Emory, so with elementary, it was very peachy.
Very peachy.
And then first middle school was the opposite, and it for her, she went from K-pop to King Von. So, so it was kind of like, right. Yeah, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, you know. But I'm saying this because later, like, you know, we changed schools, whatever. Now she's in her school, which is kind of good mixture. Yeah. But I feel like just having a little bit of exposure, so whatever that might be, there's a possibility. For her, she's saying that she wants to go to HBCU.
HBCU?
Yes. And for me, because I'm like, I struggle with, you know, I want you to be around your peoples, but I also
want you to get good education.
Yes, good education, good mannerisms, all of that. But just the fact that she said it without, you know, me really introducing or saying anything, I'm like, okay, you on the right track. So I feel like that's a possibility with JoJo, eventually with you, you know, even if you try it out for middle school and it don't work, right? You know, it's something you introduce, and even with sports. I mean, okay, something to consider.
I feel like him being around the Peach people and the people that look like us. I feel like both can be good exposure. I feel like it could be good exposure, and it'll help them out, you know, in the corporate world.
Yeah. In the real world.
Yeah, in the real world.
So, kind of staying on the theme of the back to school, to go into the hot topic, I had saw a post, and it was a girl just sharing a creative first day of school idea for the kids. And it was like cupcakes, cookies or something set out, a little bouquet of balloons, and like a little sign that said, "Happy first day of school, tell me about your day." And that was it. I thought it was really cute. I saved it because I'm that type of mom. Yeah. And I just read the comments expecting, you know, a lot of support, and there was so much hate to this mom for posting that. And I was so thrown off by it because I'm like, how can anybody say anything negative about that? So a lot of people were saying, oh, parents do anything for clicks and likes. They're just doing this so they can post on social media. Oh, your kid's not going to care. They're just going to come home and tell you they didn't do nothing at school. They're not going to tell you about their day. Just all kind of things. Y'all, why y'all just got to do so much for the first day of school? Why y'all do so much for your kids? And my thought on that, and I even was like talking to people in the comments, but trying to debunk your theory. First of all, how are you gonna tell another mom what she's doing for her kids is too much? You don't know her kids.
Right.
Here you are assuming that every kid likes very simplistic things or like the bare minimum. There's nothing wrong with if a kid likes the extra, they like the extra. Even if they don't like the extra, that's her money, what she's doing, what she's spending on her kids. But a lot of people were saying it's putting pressure, and that's kind of what triggered me to get in the comments. Somebody said it's so much pressure. And I'm like, what's the pressure? Like, it's you do what's best for your family. Right. And it's like, because a kid will see that and come home and want their parents to do that. I said, first of all, if your kid is seeing something they're expressing they want that, you should maybe think about doing it. Because that's what your kid likes. But if you can't do it, it's also okay. You would have to have a conversation with your kid on why you can't do it. Like, if you actually cannot do it, understandable. But if you're just doing it because you don't want to do it, it's like kind of like a, why kind of thing. But that's my point is, like, how could they tell her that's too much? So really, how do y'all feel about the parents that do the extra, all the bells and whistles they might post on social media? Do you think it's fake? Do you think it's too much? Or, like, what's y'all thought process on it?
I feel like it's the social media culture. Like, first, I'll ask if, because we're millennial moms, but if social media was a thing, would y'all still be doing?
Yeah. Somebody asked that in the comments. They like, if social media didn't exist, would you have still did that? Me personally, I would.
Yeah, me too.
I've done so much stuff that I ain't even post on social media. I did a whole photo shoot for his 6 month that was like halfway to first, like baseball theme, had a whole background, had baseball, had a whole thing. Never posted. But I got it because it's a memory, because it's something somebody might see as extra. Because, like, nobody, you just put your baby in the bed, take a picture, and that's all you need for the 6 months. Or why you celebrate 6 months, the 6 month day or whatever. And I just did because I like to do extra stuff. I like to have those memories. It's not to post on social media for anybody else. It's really for him to look back and see, like, oh, that was cool that we did that. Or I'll do some stuff, and him at his age, being 4, everything's amazing to him. So he'll see, like, oh my God, that's so cool. That is amazing. It's not just to satisfy anybody else. It's to make him happy and have that memory of when he grows up.
I don't know. I feel like I'm that extra mom too. And I let my son's teacher know that too, that I'm the extra mom. But even as far as what was posted, like, I didn't feel like that was extra.
It wasn't.
It kind of gave me simplistic. It was easy. It was basic. Like, not like basic like that, but like I feel like it was
affordable. You go to the Dollar Store and do that.
Definitely affordable. So, like, yeah, you can go to the Dollar Tree, get some balloons. You can get a pack of construction paper, for $1. It takes time, and I think that was the issue. People don't want to put time into their children. They're so big on, social media and electronics. And, everybody else raising their child, they don't want to raise their child, or they don't want to give time to their children and stuff like that. So I feel like that is kind of like where we're at with it. Because, like, that's something I would do.
Yeah.
And
that was so cute.
And I feel like because, like, I feel like my son knows that I'm extra. So if I am not extra, I feel like he's gonna be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Right.
Because I didn't do something extra like that. And then I'm with you because there's a lot of extra stuff that I've done that I don't post. So even if social media didn't exist, I would still be that extra mom. Just because, like, that's just me.
Yeah. Y'all saw that for Joseph's birthday before. I ain't never posted them. The whole SpongeBob thing last year, I thought that was definitely, somebody would call that extra, because I did a lot to go by the thing. Never posted it. Anybody who wasn't there would never know what I did. And it wasn't for the social media. But even on the thought of putting on social media, first of all, if you are monetized on social media, when you post things and you get paid for it, why not post it? Like, you get paid for that. But also, from what the page seems like, they're giving ideas. So if it's not for you,
right,
let it go. Keep scrolling. It's for the extra moms who will do something like that. It's giving them an idea of what to do. So that's why they're posting. They're not posting it to show, hey, look what I did. They think this is so cool, because, like, to get their own self praise is give other moms ideas. Like, you want to do something creative on first day of school? Here's an idea of what you can do. Because I definitely was looking up first day of school ideas, first day of school breakfast ideas, stuff like that.
And it's crazy because they sitting there doing all that, and all it's doing is bringing
That's probably why the original poster didn't even comment.
Yeah, which is
Because
good.
I'm getting paid either way.
Exactly.
When I looked at the comments, I seen a lot of them talking about the sign in the photo. So I didn't see the other part, but a lot of them was like passively aggressively trying to say, you know, all they gonna be like is okay, or like what's the point of that sign? You know, when the kids really don't talk about how school is and all this stuff. But me personally, I thought it was just an alternative way of introducing that conversation. Because sometimes it's kind of like mommy's just being mommy, so maybe they automatically tune us out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if the kid, you know, is at a level where they can read that and they see that, they might be inspired to talk about school.
Yeah.
Because it's a different approach. But I've seen a lot of them trying to talk about their experience when they ask their kids.
And I was thinking about that too, because I'm like, I think I saw somewhere where somebody was like, what happened to asking them how their day went and eating a popsicle on the porch or something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, everybody don't have a porch.
Right.
So,
We're not all kids like popsicles.
right. Exactly. And so
My kids
what's
allergic.
right.
Now what?
Like, you mad because she had cupcakes and stuff like that. Okay, maybe she knows that her kids love cupcakes.
Exactly.
Or what if she baked the cupcakes with love and stuff?
Right.
You know?
And then who's saying nobody's doing that? Not everybody's doing that. There are plenty of parents on the back porch
That is doing that.
with popsicles.
Yeah. So,
But it's not even a thing of what you are using to promote that conversation. Is are you really having a conversation? Do they really feel like you care about their day? Or because I know some parents will be like, oh, how was your day today? And they'll be like, okay.
and that'd be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I
that's
mean,
it.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
wait a
the perfect
minute.
question.
Hold on. Like,
Who'd you play with?
Right.
Exactly.
What you
What you
eat?
learn.
Like, what you
right.
learn?
So again, it goes to that effort that the parent is trying to provide. And if you feel like this is something that's extra, then you probably the problem.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people projecting.
A lot.
I said, and I was trying to be nice about the comments, but I'm like, some of y'all hating, honestly. Like, because y'all can't do that for whatever reason, or whatever it may be, you're projecting that on her that she's doing too much, when in reality, maybe you're just not doing enough. Maybe you could be doing more.
I mean, I understand the pressures that they're talking about. It does get to a point, especially when they get older, it does get a lot expensive. But I just feel like you have to learn how to say no to your child. You have to learn how to have that conversation with them and continuously have that conversation. Because to a certain point, that's how they learn you. That's how they learn your boundaries. That's how they start considering you. You know, and if you just too scared or you just annoyed and you just whatever, you try to avoid having that conversation with them. I mean, like you said, that's a parent problem.
This is one day a year.
Well, this is
first
not
day?
this is not just that post.
Yeah, it was
Is one day, but in general, there's always some type of creative.
I mean,
way.
yeah, there is. But if we were just talking about that, like, how many first day, like, it's not like there's like they're asking and having like the cupcakes every day. How was your first day? How was your second day?
Right.
How was your third day?
Right.
How was your 120th day? Like, they just said, how was your first day?
I guess it's because trends, you know, once upon a time, people to do the little, I'm going to kindergarten, little, you know, sign. And now you see almost everybody find that sign.
Yeah, we had one.
We did a whole
too.
interview. So y'all gonna be mad when y'all see what I did. I had a whole banner. We had a whole interview. We talked about, had a whole board.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, we did a lot of stuff, but I didn't record it because he acts silly anytime we get ready to record. And plus, I had other people like on FaceTime trying to like see him and stuff like that before he went off. So, but he did. I mean, I even used our hamster. I was like, you know, go to Honey Bun and tell Honey Bun all about your day. Like,
that's cute.
talk to me and Honey Bun. Tell us how school was today. Like,
But I think it's more so like what kind of trends pop, because that's where the pressure comes. That's where, because I don't know if y'all see some negative people talk about, here we go with flooding pictures on social media for the first day of
be hating, man. I just love seeing. You probably had the kids that love seeing them. Kids look so cute.
Yeah.
I was sad because I'm like, I'm going to post a picture of my birthday at school.
Yeah.
I was mad because, when he was in preschool started 2 weeks after regular school, so I'm like,
did we do
when I get ready to post pictures, like they be on their 30th day.
Yeah.
And I'm here I am talking about first day.
But as a millennium, did we do, like us when we were kids, did we do first day of school pictures? Like, do y'all have those memories?
Nope. Not that I think of. If they are, they lost somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I could also be living through my child because I didn't get the extras. I would love the extras.
Exactly.
I would love the mom asking how my first day of school was with some cupcakes, and balloons. Just to show me like you care and that you're excited to hear what I have to say. And you're excited to know how my day went, or what I'm saying, you missed me for the day. So now what I'm saying, I would have loved that growing up.
Exactly.
And I can't even remember if she ever did. I mean, she probably did ask me how my day was, but probably wasn't nothing like
It was quick.
something quick.
Yeah.
That was the day. I probably did say it was okay, and she probably left it alone. Kind of thing. So I kind of looked at him to go back and remember, like, she used to do the most first day of school. I remember that, but whether he liked it or not, he remembers it.
Exactly.
Is what I want.
That's
How do you tell your child no? I was gonna get on that because so if you do feel the pressure, and they want you to do something extravagant, and you can't do it for whatever reason, how do you have that conversation with the child?
It really depends on the day, because sometimes I'm just like, no.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Because I said.
Yeah. That's real.
Because,
Well, I had that yesterday, because some little boy was drinking a pop, and I don't let your son drink pop for real, at the football field. And he was like, why does he get to have a pop and I don't? I said, because I'm not his mama. His mama let him do whatever he want to do. A pop is not good for you for real. I don't let you have pop. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
If you was his mama's child, then you could have pop. But you're my child, and I say you can't have pop.
That's exactly how it goes. Just depending on what it is.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that says pop.
Soda.
But yeah, depending on what it is, what the topic is, I mean, they do eventually, because Emery's to the point, she's like, I'm gonna wait to ask my mama as last resort, because she's so used to me saying no because I ain't got the money for it, and she's already like, sometimes it can backfire, because then she'll be like, well, I didn't want to ask for this because I know you're not gonna have the money. And I'm like, girl, like,
First of all, you look at my teeth. Right. You don't know what I got. Why you count my pockets?
yeah, but
might not.
I know, but I'm just saying you didn't know it. Right.
so, but I mean, that's a good way, because I've had that conversation too. Like, I'm not that mom, because more of that's coming.
Oh,
more
Lord.
of that is coming, and I think that's what the parents are kind of referencing, because they see other kids, especially in the social media age, where the kids are having phones, so they are going to brag like crazy, just, accidentally, and then another kid's like, oh, like, why I didn't have no balloons, or why I didn't blah, 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 and then going to the parent, and then even if the parent says no, I be peeping Emery, even Irene, they so sad. It's just, it's trying to handle, even though you're enforcing that boundary, how big of an issue it is for that kid at that moment. So I understand it, but at the same token, like you said, like, every family's handling things differently. You shouldn't have to shame them.
I'll be. I don't handle no well either. So, whenever he asks for something and I gotta say no, I be trying to come up with some kind of excuse as why I said no, instead of just being like, because I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh mom, I don't want this toy. Your birthday's coming up.
I'll
You get a toy for your birthday.
We'll go and write a letter
Right.
to Santa and tell Santa you want it for Christmas.
Right. Or, okay. Go after daddy.
No, for real.
Go ahead,
Go after
Daddy.
Nene.
Or,
Like my mama's always gonna be
Right.
like,
Like, call such and such.
Right.
And tell them that's what you want. But I be like,
That's
I
backfired
don't
on me too.
know. I don't know.
Say
Now that they
say
get no,
no?
as as like, cause I've used everything that I done used all of it with Emery, and now it's to the point like she's, you know, kind of tiptoes around me, but she's always going to Granny, and she's always going to my grandma.
Yeah.
To the point they kind of like, oh my gosh, and they in a position they don't want to say no.
Yeah.
And they come to me, and I'm like,
I didn't tell you to say yes.
right.
So
then we having that conversation.
I didn't ask her to ask you.
No, for real.
Hey, what you do ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, for real. Yeah. Gotta do what's best for your children. Those parents, they tripping.
You think parents shouldn't post that kind of stuff on social media?
That's what you want.
That's
That's your
what-
social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if people getting butthurt over what you post on social media, then they just need to get off social media. Because social media ain't going
like, I can't even imagine what would we use for social media for. Like, you said it was someone putting an ideal out there. It wasn't even
that's
like,
the vibe I got from the page.
Yeah, that's
She
the
just gives
vibe.
ideas.
So,
But
then
then
why did
also-
you join the page?
Why'd you join the page? Or
Exactly.
if you came across it, hit not interested. But then also, get off social media. Social media is always going to show the extra, the highs. They rarely show the lows. You think people don't do the popsicle on the back porch as thing because they're not going to post that. That's kind of like a basic thing that, you know what I'm saying? That's because
they might not feel like it's post-worthy.
they might feel like it's post-worthy. Not everything is post-worthy because social media, that's just what social media is about and it's for. You're going to show like the stuff that you know people that's going to get like the likes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not doing it for the likes, what are you on social media for? Like, that's the whole system of social media. So I don't know. I just feel like if you have I don't know, but y'all don't pro social media, so I'm just kind of like.
Well, I mean, even with that, even like outside of just the likes, there's family that lives in other states as well that I don't talk. Like, for me, I got a big family outside of Kentucky, so but that are invested in my kids that would love to know what's going on with them or what did you do for their birthday? What did you do for their first day of school? This, that, and the third. So instead of having to send 20 text messages or doing that dang on group chat with all these mixed iPhones and Androids, I'm going to put it on social media where y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like people need to stay in their lane.
Right. I mean, because I know we're taking Wayne for his birthday to Legoland in Chicago. And I even wanted to be extra and decorate the hotel room.
To be extra and decorate the hotel room.
But I feel like if I was to post something like that on Facebook or whatever, and hey, we at Legoland, you know, for his birthday, I feel like people would be like, why you gotta do all that? Like, that's extra. You know what I mean?
Do they
Like,
do that with
at first I was gonna do the actual Lego theme, like room, hotel room, where it's already decorated.
Yeah.
But they kind of
Yeah. See, that's something.
DIY. Figure out the way to make it
exactly.
happen.
So I'm like, I can just get a regular hotel room and decorate it the way I want to decorate it. Go on Amazon, get some stuff, and bam.
Yeah.
Legoland themed room on a budget.
Yeah.
And why do we pick and choose? Because is there, I don't know, but I'm asking y'all, is there negative stuff when people are doing the most for Mother's Day? Or when people are doing the most for Valentine's Day? Or
No, I don't feel like it matters.
So why?
Like, I feel like you should be more extra for your children.
Exactly. Like.
Right. You don't tell nobody if they post an extravagant thing on Mother's Day. You just doing the most. You just doing it for social media. Like, you don't see that kind of negativity.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I might see if they got like a little blow up with costume. Little Lego lamb blow up costume. Because I told his teacher, I said, you know, if y'all need somebody to come in dressed up for a special occasion, like, just let me know. Because I do all that too. I said,
And you know,
anybody
that should do events. That should do
for real.
parties.
Like, last day,
book you, Lila.
I swear, last day of school, or maybe it was first, no, it was last day of school, when I was working at the school. For the last day, we had different characters. I wore the baby shark little blow up. So I was taking pictures with the kids, the song was playing and everything.
Oh,
Like,
that's
like
do.
being extra. They
That's
love
why some
it.
of those shows are
Like, I dressed up like that. What's the Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss week or whatever? I dressed up like Cat in the Hat. Like that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Like Easter, I was a bunny. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
we did all the
You
things.
be a creeper? I'm gonna call you for your son's birthday.
Right, we did all the things.
Look up creepers, blow up.
Exactly. We did all the things. So, like, I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always gonna be that extra parent. I don't care.
Same.
All right. I think it's less the action. Don't try to say it's more the effort that you put into it.
Yeah.
It's not really the level of extravagance that you're doing. It's that you're putting that extra effort in for your kid to see them smile, do something they might think is cool.
Yeah.
They might like the popsicle on the back porch. If that's what they like, as long as you're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't agree with shaming other moms for what they do just because you wouldn't do it. It's kind of like, now she came and shamed you for not doing nothing. It'll be a problem.
Ooh, I got one last question.
Go ahead.
And then we can. The moment your child, for both of y'all, says, "Cut it out," like,
She ain't
stop being extra. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah.
Cut what out?
I might scale
Stop
it
being
back.
extra.
I might scale it back. I'm gonna still do something. I'm gonna do something. We
What's
gonna
your
do
definition
these.
of extra?
I told you we did the first day of school interview. We gonna do them every year until senior year. I don't care what he said. We gonna keep it going.
Exactly.
I started it. We gonna finish it.
Exactly. And those are the questions I would ask. What you mean? What's your definition of
A
extra?
high schooler, so it depends. Cause I didn't think it was extra for me to walk to the bus stop, but it was.
In high school.
So that's the age. That's the.
Don't do
I
that.
don't
You're
know.
going prom. Don't do
I'm
that.
going prom. I don't feel like ask extra. They ask for chaperones.
Well, if they don't ask, you still gonna go? Well, if they don't ask,
They will.
how you? Well,
And
they
even
go.
no.
Well,
Even
they
if
go.
They will.
even if they do ask for chaperones, because I threw that out for Emery, and she said you better not.
Right. If he said you better not be a on my prom, what you gonna do?
I'm still gonna be there.
Lila said I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be a chaperone. You ain't gonna see me. I'm gonna blend in some kind of way.
I'll probably scale
I'm
it back. I'll scale it back. I might not do the extravagance. It might not be a banner for first day of school, but it's still gonna be something. I'm gonna still make you breakfast. I'm gonna still ask you, say you have a good day. I'm gonna still, it's gonna be something special. I
Yeah.
do. You don't pack his lunch. I do the lunchbox notes.
Oh, that's cute.
Even though he can't read, I still give it to him. And then once he sees it, he's like, "What did this say?" I'll tell him what it said. But I'm still gonna write him a note every day because he go fit.
That is cute.
Even though he ignored it the first day, I was like, "You see the note?" He said, "Oh, I didn't see that." I'm like, "How you not see the note? I put it right on top of your food." He saw it the second day though, and he asked me what it said. So yeah, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be disguised as a balloon. I'm gonna be there.
Not you gonna be the balloon. I'm gonna be there.
And I believe it. I feel like
I just don't foresee him saying that, and that would really hurt my feelings.
oh, gonna hit us up when he does.
If he said that.
We can have it Wayne Excel come over
Especially,
with wine.
Like, it would hurt my, because, like, y'all know how he is with me anyway.
Yeah.
Like, he always wants his mama, are you going to come with me? Are you going to do it with me?
Ooh.
Are you going to sit with me?
It switches, girl.
And
Now every
so-
time he's growing up,
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt your feelings.
It is, and I'm not going to like it. And he better not ever say that to me.
Okay.
Or he,
Oh, yes, ma'am.
or he going to go live with his daddy.
Oh.
And what if he say I'm going? You go.
Bye.
You
No,
not.
she not.
She would be
No,
hurt.
you not.
Hurt.
You would never.
Don't bring
Y'all
your,
going.
don't bring your butt back in here since you grown. You want to go with your daddy.
She
Don't
is
come back.
fronting.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be fired up.
She is fronting. So I'm crazy. That's why.
Cause that was
Like I do. Like that would.
that was
would
my
hurt heart.
realization. I was like, dang, like I ain't even do. Cause Emery was making her little remarks, and I was being extra. I was like, well, you lucky I didn't bring no sign with your face on it, cause I would have done that. Cause I'm like, dang, I'm only walking into the bus stop, and then I did see there was no other parents. So okay, but still, like, I don't know.
I mean, I probably would have been like, okay, well, let me know. I wouldn't have been like as anxious to walk with him. Just if, you know.
I was excited.
I know. I would have been excited too. I would have wanted to do that. So I probably will have to be the type of, to kind of scale it back a lot. I don't know. I would probably put in to be a bus driver.
I was about to ask, are you gonna follow the bus?
No, but
They bus driver.
I know. Like, look, can I drive the bus
God.
for this school? No.
Only this school, only this route.
Right. Every day. But no, like I probably would have to scale back and be like, well, let me know when you get to the bus stop. Let me know when you get on the bus. Let me know when you get off.
Which is
Like,
a good compromise.
Something like that. But
yeah,
I
I think that
be-
first time gonna
I
hurt
know
you, girl.
that's gonna hurt me.
Because they start smelling themselves in middle school, so
That's gonna hurt me.
yeah.
That is gonna hurt me.
I'll let you know how it goes for Aiden, because he's still kind of in that in between. You know, I'm still a kid, but yeah. I'll let you know.
No, I don't want to know.
We won't let you know. We'll just let you go through it. We'll be here for support. We'll catch you if you
I
fall.
don't want to go through it.
It's okay. Maybe you won't.
Maybe I won't. I know. I hope I won't.
Is she nervous?
We get ready.
No.
We get ready. I'm about to have a whole conversation with him when he.
Oh my God! Already. Don't you ever say.
Right.
You don't want the extras.
Right.
Remember this moment.
That'll hurt my soul.
It would hurt my
I know
soul.
Beyonce said, "You can't break my soul." But no,
No, it would break my soul. It made me sad. What the hell? You don't care? You don't want me to do nothing special for you? No, I'm still do something.
I'm like,
I'ma
who's
do
in
something.
I think they
Who's in
care,
your
but they
head
be
telling
getting
you
easily
this?
embarrassed. That's what it really is, because
Yeah.
I'm like, Emery, I'm extra. You know this. I ain't. And
I
I don't
would
give a
definitely-
fuck. I accidentally said that on the bus stop. I said, I don't give a fuck. Like,
That's it. They probably like, oh, she cool. Cool, mama.
but I don't know. Then in my head, I'm like, dang, girl, like.
And I don't even
I
know.
would
I don't
love to
even
do
know
that.
if it was necessarily. Was it necessarily the bus stop, or was it the fact that you like? Was you taking a picture, a video? Yeah, you took a video or something, didn't you?
Yeah, but before I took the videos, she was saying that. Yeah, which made me take the videos. Cause like what? I wasn't being extra.
Now I am. You should have let her walk and then drove behind her. Like let her.
I would have rather you walk.
Let her stand at the bus stop.
Look like a predator.
But then they go creeping. Then people wouldn't have known. Like let her walk. Then people wouldn't have known.
Did the kids even say nothing?
Well,
Kids probably
No,
wouldn't even study.
they wasn't. They wasn't.
She gonna appreciate when she gets older that you had a parent that she has a parent that cares.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Those kids, they parents say, "Here, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I want to see you have a good
And
day."
that's how, like you mentioned before, it's almost like we're living through our kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, my mama did the best she can, but she wasn't as present. So I'm like trying to be a more present parent in all stages.
Did you show her? Did you show her the article about the shooting at the bus stop?
I did.
And how she feel about it then?
Emery?
Mm-hmm.
It was like gossip for her, so she sent it to her best friend, and they started talking, and then she told my granny, but she wasn't scared. No, they're normalized.
Yeah.
No, but like, how did she feel about like you being at the bus stop then? Like after that, she didn't feel like.
No, she didn't care. Yeah. As far as me protecting her and stuff
Yeah.
like that, yeah, no. For some reason, and that's why I was asking, because the kids is on, I guess, maybe because we're there, because we create this environment that we're going to protect you, baby, I think in their head, I'm invincible. So I can be in any space, blah, 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 even when they know, because that's how Emery acts. It's like, girl, bus stop happen, you don't never know. Even if we are in the East, you don't know when some stuff is going to happen, and I got mine.
I know. You saw that lady got kidnapped at St. Matthews? Her
Got-
kids?
Got kidnapped?
At her house and went to the bank robbery?
No.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I'm in St. Matthews.
And then, sorry, y'all just, but I don't know, there was a job posted on Indeed, and a teenager, you know, apply to it, and it was a scam. They was trying to kidnap him, and the parent was there and stopped it. So stuff like that, like you never know when I need to be around my kid in some shape or form.
That's why I said roll up. Should have just pulled up on her. She was at the bus stop. Let her go ahead, and then you just pull up.
And I wonder if
her bus went.
She went to get her steps in. It's a beautiful day outside.
She could have walked home.
Park my wire.
Yeah.
Well.
The joys of kids in school.
The joys of being extra parents.
Exactly.
Life is fabulous.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. But overall, stop judging what other moms doing in their household.
Yeah.
Let them be extra, because they're going to be extra. Moral of the story,
Period.
I guess.
Are we extra mommies first?
Yeah.
And baddies immediately after. But now, does anybody have any mommy moments?
Okay.
She do. Okay.
I might have a brief one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, mine is with Irene. It's involving swimming or the pool. So, recently, him, Aiden, Emery, well, the family was at the pool.
Everybody.
So everybody, including Tony, was at the pool. But me and Tony was kind of like sitting while all three of the kids was in the pool. And then, I don't know how we got on the topic, but Irene was saying something about my daddy, like, picked me up and just threw me in the water.
I believe it.
And, and for me, why that's so kind of like, oh my gosh, because Irene's very scared of the water. Very, like, he wears a whole life vest, but it gives him, you know, bravery. So when he said that, I was like, oh, so when he did that, how'd you feel? He's like, brave. I felt brave. Well, me, I can be kind of competitive. So before the thing, look,
I'm a sweet girl,
right.
Throw you in the pool.
I bet you throw you out the diving board.
I say that because before he told me that story, I had it in my mind to ask Tony, hey, should I tell Irene I'll give him $1 if he jumps into the pool? But then he told me that story, so I said, if your daddy can do it, I said, baby, why don't you jump in the pool? And so he like Emery helps him out, Aiden helps him out, and then I guess in the 3-foot, first he's like, Emery, catch me, and then she acts like she's gonna catch him, and then he jumps, and she goes like this, but he jumps in there, and he's just like, you know, wiping off the water, and he's everybody's clapping and laughing and everything. So I was like, you know what? Do it in the fit. Yeah. And he does it again, and I'm like, yay, and he's just like, yay, and it was just a cute moment.
Okay, I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
Do you have a life vest on or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if he did with a daddy, but
He may have.
I hope so.
So it might have been the difference.
But for me, I was so proud that at first he felt brave,
Yeah.
and then second he showed me and the family, and then just his excitement after. I was just so touched. I was like, yeah, we're moving on up with this pool. So that was my mommy moment for that.
Did he take swimming lessons or just
No.
like no? That's good.
I tried to show him some things, but no, not swimming lessons.
I can't swim. I can't swim.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Wayne gets there.
Yeah.
He's still scared of the water. He don't
Some
like.
people swimming lessons
He don't like
with me.
splashing water. So he likes getting in the water.
Yeah, but when they
But if somebody starts splashing, he
I really
freaks
don't
all the
really
way
like
out.
it on his face, but the fact that he's jumping in and going under, coming back up, that's like a start. But we're trying to tell him, when you do that, hold your nose,
Yeah.
close your mouth, you know. But you know.
I'm gonna put Joe back in swimming lessons because he's asked for it and he said he's gonna be brave when they turn the boat over. Remember I told y'all?
Yeah.
They turned the boat over and he wasn't having it. Well, we went to the Kingdom and went to Hurricane Bay, and he was all up in there. And I can't swim, so my sister had to kind of take him out because I'm like, I can only go this far, baby. But he's wanting to go out. I want to go with Erica, and they kind of deeper in. I'm like, well, you go out there, but I'm staying over here because I can't swim. That kind of inspires me. I'm gonna take the adult swimming lessons.
I was
He's
just about
really
to say,
into it.
yeah.
I'm gonna take. That's how my sister learned how to swim. We didn't grow up learning how to swim. She learned as an adult, and she swears by the adults can swim or teach adults how to swim lessons.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna sign up for it because he's into water now. He's not as scared.
Good.
But that's good. That's good.
I didn't take swimming lessons. I kind of taught myself. That's bad.
Yeah.
Because there was an instance where I was in the pool and somebody pulled me in.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have no other choice but to get myself out.
That's how my family teaches. They work with me. I panicked and I got the pool and get back in. But that's how my family kind of teaches it. And I know he went to my uncle's house with my mama's boyfriend. That's where everybody learned how to swim. At my uncle's house, he's the one with a pool. So they probably did some stuff there too. Because since then, that's when he's actually swimming lessons.
Is it the fear of drowning?
For me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's the same with Iris because I asked
Yeah.
him. And I'm like, dang, I never thought of that when I was a kid. It looked fun. So my auntie put me in swimming lessons when I was a kid. So.
Yeah, that's why I say it's better to put them in early because they don't know that they can drown and die. But when they get to that
they
knowledge,
know
they
now.
They can. They know now. So I'm scared. That's why I wish I would have put him in earlier because he probably wouldn't even know the difference.
Yeah.
But now he knows like that stuff can happen.
Yeah. But the adult classes, my educator did it and graduated. She
Okay, I'm
loved
gonna
it.
take him.
Yeah.
My little brief mommy moment was, I guess, just how sweet my child is, and he makes me because. Oh, y'all remember I had the bad ones when he said he hates me, I'm a bad mommy.
Yeah.
But he also, so he can make me feel the lowest, but he can also make me feel real good. Because I actually posted on TikTok, so y'all thinking I'm doing it for the likes. I just want to share a nice moment for my child. I was, just got him out the tub, and I was recording like a, kind of like a day in the life kind of thing for TikTok. And that's why I had to start recording. I forgot what I did, but he's out hurt his feelings. So I said, well, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. I didn't mean to hurt him. And then he's like, wash my hair. I mean, to dry it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to dry your hair off, whatever. And he's like, because my hair is wet. And I can't get your dress wet because you look cute. And I was like, oh. And that just made my whole night. And I just, like, I post and I keep watching it over and over and over again. And he keep looking like, why do you keep watching that video? And I'm like, that was very sweet. That you said I look cute. And he'll tell me, like, if I get dressed, get makeup on, he'll be like, "Ooh, you look pretty. Like, you look cute, mommy." So I like those moments when he's telling me I look cute or I look pretty or I look nice.
He's so sweet.
He is sweet when he want to be my Sour Patch Kid.
Right.
He's in the studio if y'all ain't heard
Crazy.
That's voice. That's voice.
It made me think of, I don't think I heard that from Emery. So when she went to my birthday dinner, she actually said, "Oh, you look beautiful, whatever," which was first time I heard her compliment me in that way. And then we were kind of like another day, a night, whatever. We were talking. I'm just sitting with her, and she was like, "You're actually really pretty." And I didn't know how to.
First of all,
I didn't know how to feel about.
First of all, you look like you.
just like you, got your whole face.
I'm like, maybe we should have started this younger.
That's right.
Now she said, "You're actually really pretty."
Right. Like, who do you think you look like?
I'm saying, does she realize that she looks just like you?
Yes.
Okay.
And she has these little conceited moments where she's like, when I'm cute, that means you're cute. Like, I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we never really talk about it because I try not to. I guess as she's getting older as a female, they get into looks and all that stuff. So I try to, I love your hair is natural or this, that, those type of things instead of everything else. So I don't really talk about looks that much, but I'm like, dang, I mean, I've been like this, baby, like,
Right.
And you look like me and stuff. So I didn't know how to take her compliment.
Yeah.
But,
This kid's always got to do a little humbling in the compliment too.
But yeah.
That's nice. Isn't it the best when your kids give you the compliments?
Yeah.
Makes you feel good.
So I do have one also. It was a proud little mommy moment. So it actually ties into school.
Okay.
So we went to the meet and greet.
Why y'all keep on
It's meet
calling
and
it
greet.
meet
Because that's what they called it. That's
Oh, that's what they called
But
it?
they called it meet and
Yeah.
greet. It wasn't an orientation, girl. They say a meet and greet. You gonna meet and you gonna greet. 2 minutes. Tops.
Okay.
So we went to the meet and greet, and they had a little exercise. They had to find a postcard. The teacher wrote postcards for all of them, so it had their name on it and a note attached to it. So when we came in the room, she was like, okay, well, you know, you have to find your name and blah, blah, and let me know when you find it. So he went around looking at the tables, and then he found his, and she was like, so that's a little postcard that I wrote for you. And so I was like, I said, baby, do you know what it says? And he's like, yes. I was like, oh, okay, what does it say? And he read the entire postcard.
Ooh.
And it basically said that I am so glad that I'm your teacher, and I'm glad to have you in my class.
Oh my goodness!
And so he read the whole thing, or excited to have you in my class, and he read the whole thing.
You been excited?
He read the whole thing to her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" She was like, "We had some students that came in and, you know, couldn't really recognize their name." And she's like, "And you're reading." And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, that's awesome." She's like, "He's gonna be she's like, he's gonna have to, you know, be my little helper, you know, when we have to read stuff." And I was like, I'm pretty sure he would like that. Like,
if he starts testing high and they, you know, recommend him moving up a grade, would you do it?
It depends. Okay. Because, like, I was the parent that was pissed. Yeah, I remember, because I was mad when we did the same test to get him into kindergarten early, and he did not go through it. It wasn't because he wasn't like smart academically. He just played. Like, he played in their face. When I tell you, he played in their face. They was like, you know, what shape is this? And he's like, it's right there on the screen. Because it wasn't in person. It was like virtual. Yeah. And he was like, if I can see it, you can see it. I'm like,
I love it. I love it.
She's like, what's your name? Kendrick. What's your last name? And I'm like, are you serious? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then he started crying, and he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. So it was basically like, you're bothering me. Yeah. Like, you're annoying me. I'm not getting ready to do this.
Yeah.
And so then I kind of sat back, and I was like, maybe he needs another year to get, you know, himself together. Like, he's not mature enough, obviously, to go to kindergarten just yet. Yeah. So I'm like, we gotta get him kind of out of that. Yeah. So it just depends on where he is, mature-wise.
Yeah. Like if Irie's starting to mature, like where I can see it, and so I feel like that's gonna be the same for other kids. So I feel like that might come out of nowhere with Kendrick.
I mean, it may. That's what I was hoping for, like for kindergarten. Cause I think he was just fed up with the fact that he was in preschool for 3 years, and
he was sick of it.
He was sick of it. Yeah, he's like, I'm sick of people asking me stuff that I already know, like that kind of thing.
And I can see that.
So he was fed up. He didn't want to do it anymore. So. And the fact that it was virtual. I feel like he probably would have did a little better had it been in person. But since he had to sit at a table, look at a computer, he wasn't feeling that. Really. Yeah, he wasn't. He was like, Mama, are you gonna fix me some eggs? Like, are you gonna make me a snack? I'm thirsty. And I'm like, you can't have this. Yeah. And then he wanted to keep on looking back at me. And, you know, making sure it was okay, what he said. And I'm like, you're not supposed to be looking at me because I'm not supposed to be in the room. I can't help you, you know, all of that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But, so that made me proud. And I was like, oh, my baby's growing up.
Yeah. He is. So now he can read to you.
And be reading everything. I'm like, you in my business. Because like he will do that. He will do that. He's like, my dad.
Oh, you did say he be sending out the church stuff, so yeah, he's smart as heck.
Yeah, he does. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, why are you in my business?
He's advanced. He's very, very advanced and smart. He's growing up, man. Next year, go ahead and stop doing the extras.
Right.
Next year, first grade.
That's all right. We can have a conversation.
All right, to close it all out, we'll close with the Hey Mama affirmation cards. This one says, Hey Mama, your uniqueness as a mom is a superpower. Celebrate it every day.
And that ties into being an extra
It
mom.
does. It does have to be extra mom.
That's a cheers. Yes.
No? Okay.
Yes. Cheers.
I'm at some sip. And with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
Period.
Bye.
HBIC, don't you ever forget. She's still fine, she's still bad, she's still her, and you mad, she's still fine,